me feel so bad that there are not more smiles in this house.
Sadie, you know I love to smile. Lately it seems there's not very much to smile about.
Oh, Brad and Jenny, you don't think it's going to work out?
No. It's their own lives. I talked to them today. I don't think either one of them listened to what I tried to say.
Oh, probably not. But you know, Will, sometimes people are hell-bent on doing things. Sometimes they don't. And Brad, now, you know, he was strong, Will, when he was a baby. Naomi, well, she just usually let him get his way, and he got anything he wanted.
He's still getting it.
Yeah, that's true. But some kids just don't change when they get older. They get bigger. But, Bill, you have got to stop worrying about those kids and start worrying about yourself. You're going to get old before your time.
Sadie, I just love you.
I'll take you into the kitchen.
Oh, thank you, Brian. Listen, you know this is just a birthday, not Christmas.
Brian seems pretty happy lately, don't you think?
Yeah, well, he's a very good fan, you know.
Look, I know you don't have to do all this for me. I mean, going through all this trouble and everything. No, I know better than that. And, I mean, the feeling, you know, and not just this party. And I want you to know that I really appreciate it.
Don't stop on my account.
You weren't gone very long. You know, I have a feeling you didn't do those plates in there.
Well, I just stuck them in the seat. Remember, it's not Christmas yet.
Well, I want you two to know that I've had the best birthday I've ever had.
I'm glad.
Yeah, it's been a swell night. We could have a lot more just like them.
Yeah, but even so, I'm afraid I have to call an end to it because birthday or no birthday, I've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you have to get to bed, sweetheart.
Yeah, so I will see you tomorrow, right, okay? Thanks again, both of you.
I don't want to go to bed yet.
Sweetheart, it is 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but can't I stay up till 10:30? I mean, I'm not tired or anything.
I really wish you would go to bed right now.
Why, you could do something?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have to go out on an errand.
At 10 o'clock?
Don't worry, I won't be long.
Does Dad know you're going?
No, I don't think he does.
I don't have to go to bed just because I'm leaving, do I?
No, I guess not, but, please get into bed soon, okay? Whether Jenny knows her true feeling.
Come on, Jim, I don't think Jenny would take a step as serious as marriage if there were any doubts.
But I'm sure you're both right. It's just that Jenny is so damned innocent. And she's always so concerned about other people's problems.
That's it! I found it. That's even prettier than the dress in the window. straight here after you saw Brad. I'm sorry. Oh, it's all right. It's just that I knew that you were seeing Brad at 3, and it's after 10 now. I should have called. Well, I'm glad you're here. Can I make you anything? No, thanks. Did you see Brad? You want to talk about it?
Kendall was really pleased.
Well, I think he was. Yeah, I'm sure he was.
Did you buy him a present?
Well, I had to buy him a gift. I mean, I bought him a token gift. But I bought him something that I felt that he could use.
Brian? What did he buy him?
Honey, I can't spend the entire night here, you know.
I know that. I know that you feel that you ought to be back before Brian wakes up.
No, I have to be back. Long, long before that.
What are you telling me?
I guess I'm trying to tell you that, our time together is way too precious to spend it talking about Paul's birthday.
Yeah, you're right. You won't hear another word from me about it.
Oh,
Just that I'm so damn envious.
Well, look, why don't you just, try to imagine a time when Brian will find out the truth, when he knows that you're his real father, and we'll all be sitting around blowing out your birthday candles.
Oh, no. No one's going to
to blow out my birthday candles except me.
You got it, sweetheart.
I love you, Pat.
Well, I guess I can figure out what happened. He doesn't want me or the baby. Did he say that? No, that's not Brand's style, but that was the message. You pretty much knew that's what he was going to do, didn't you? Yeah, I knew. Of course I knew, but I wasn't expecting it. And part of me just refused to believe that they could just dismiss me as if I didn't mean anything in his life. Honey, I'm sorry. He was so confident and so sure of himself. He just hands me a bunch of money and a one-way ticket out of town. Wonderful, huh? Yeah, that's wonderful. I just stood there dazed, staring at him. He strolled out of the park. And then I sat there on the bench and I cried. And then I went home. And I locked the door and I pulled down the shade and I sat in the dark for a long time. And I tried to figure out what the hell I was going to do with my life.
You didn't answer the phone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't. I had to figure this out for myself. Did you? No. But I know I've got to take a good hard look at myself. And I've got to decide what I'm going to do with my life because nobody can answer that for me. And I can't just let Brad push me the way he wants me to go. Good for you.
And why don't I fix us some hot chocolate?
Okay. $1,000 goodbye. Lana, isn't that absolutely divine?
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Hey, it's smashing. It is just the most beautiful, gorgeous dress I have ever seen in my entire life. Can you see me wearing this when I stand up for Jenny?
Beautiful, honey. I don't think it's going to come in under the $150 we agreed on.
Well, it might not be much more than that.
Maybe I still think $150 is an awful lot to pay for a dress you're only going to wear once.
Are you kidding? I will live in this dress. I'll even wear it for you privately. At night when you come home early, you know.
Oh.
Make little candlelit dinners for two.
Terrific. It's what I need after a long day of hard work. Come home to a total woman.
Well, I know that boutique carries this line. And I'm sure it's not much more than $150. I'm going to go in there tomorrow and price it.
I tell you what, we have to get the trail. We promised the babysitter would spring her by 10:30.
Okay. Bye, Hannah. Bye. Jim. Honey, you look tired.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, is it okay if I go on the magazine? Oh, by all means. Thanks. And thanks for dinner. It was really marvelous. Good night.
Good night. Jim, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
I swear that girl gets more self-involved by the minute.
Well, as long as she keeps your brother happy, I guess that's all we have a right to be concerned about, isn't it?
He's not happy, Jim.
Has he told you that he's unhappy?
He doesn't have to. I can see it in his eyes. I look at him sometimes and I catch a pained expression, and then he seems to shake it off.
Well, honey, you knew what Karen was like when he married her. She hasn't changed.
I'm not sure I agree with her. In some subtle way, she has changed.
Honey, she has always been a very self-oriented person. She never gave any hint that she was going to do anything but go her own way, do her own thing, as she's fond of saying.
Not quite true, because Larry had all that out because before they were married. And somehow Karen managed to convince him that she was going to grow up and accept her responsibilities as a wife and as a mother to Danny.
Well, she started a long way back from there, so it may take a little time.
I know my brother. He's a great one for putting on blinders when it comes to people he loves. He'll
He'll see exactly what he wants to see and deny his instincts, but when he's finally forced to take off those blinders, let me tell you, all hell can break loose.
Hey, Chad. I thought you were in bed. What are you doing out at this hour? Man, you gonna tell me what you were doing out of the house?
Just outside on the porch.
What for?
No special reason.
Well, it's way past your bedtime, you know. You better scoot on upstairs.
Okay, good night.
Hey, Brian. Thanks again for that great birthday party tonight. I think it was the best birthday party I've ever had.
Glad.
You know what?
What?
Well, for a couple hours there tonight, I had the feeling that everything was just the way it should be.
Yeah? Good night.
Okay, good night, son.
Could you give me some information about flights to Los Angeles tomorrow? Well, that's kind of early. Do you have any later flights? No, thank you. I'll have to think about it, and I'll get back to you. Thank you.
Here's your hot chocolate.
Thank you.
Is that what you call finding yourself?
You didn't place the reservation.
But you did make the call.
So?
So a few minutes ago you were telling me you weren't going to let Brad push you around. Yeah, well, I'm really big with words. You certainly are. You had me believing that you were going to take a good look at yourself and your life.
Then I took a good look at $1,000 and a one-way ticket out of town.
Okay, Lana, what is going to happen when you go to L.A.?
I don't know, but at least I won't be here.
Well, your problems won't be here either. You'll be carrying them with you.
Maybe they'll seem more bearable far away from here.
Well, take it from an expert, they won't.
At least I won't run into Brad in L.A.
You won't run into any friends either. Aren't you concerned about that?
Of course I am, Cathy. But I'm not strong like you. Even Brad said that. He said that somebody like you might be able to have a child out of wedlock, but I would never be able to pull it off.
Oh, we're going to take Brad Vernon as the voice of authority.
Why are you turning on me?
I am not turning on you, Lana. Honey, a few minutes ago you were making a great deal of sense. Now, don't back out now. You were right on the button when you said you had to take some time to look at yourself and the kind of life you want to lead. But running off to California is not going to help you solve your problems. Look at this. You are a very good, very sensitive, warm person. Now, don't let someone like Brad Vernon convince you that you're a nothing.
Just 2 more minutes, back.
Sleep.
Peacefully.
bills we have to face tomorrow. And all of the tomorrows after that. Before we can really be together. I've got to go.
Whether or not I would be willing to give Danny his lunch in case you're late.
Right. Kathy, please, I wouldn't bug you. You know I just want to look great for Jenny's wedding. I really want to do her proud.
Of course.
Oh, great. Well, thanks. Wow. Look who's here.
Hi, Karen.
Well, what'd you do, move in?
No, I didn't move in. What are you doing out of bed at this hour?
I'm going shopping for a dress for Jenny's wedding. You want to come along?
Karen, please.
Oh. I'm sorry, but... I mean, Lana, you should be glad that Jenny's taking Brad away from you. Well, I mean, I doubt that even my sainted sister could turn that man into a decent human being. Oh. I mean, you know, Cathy, I told her all along to stay the hell away from him. Well, okay. You know I did, Lana. I don't. Bye. Thanks, Jenny.
Brian isn't feeling so hot this morning?
Oh? What's wrong with him?
Well, he says he's got a queasy stomach.
Too much stress to take care of.
That's probably it.
Well, you know, I think I should take his temperature anyway, just to make sure.
Well, I just did. And it's normal. But he doesn't look so good, so I told him to stay home from school.
Did he give you an argument?
Nope. I was expecting one, but it didn't happen.
Well, that is a sure sign that he's not feeling very well.
Mm-hmm.
Did he go back to sleep?
No, he said he's going to brush his teeth, and then he's coming down here to fix himself a bowl of cereal.
Guess I just better wait for him.
Yeah.
You going to that meeting at Lord's?
Yeah. I'm running a little bit late, so why don't we check with each other mid-morning, and then maybe one of us can double back here at lunchtime.
Well, don't worry about it. I'll be here.
Okay. See you later. Oh, Pat. I just wanted to warn you. Brian is in a really bad mood.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Thank you for telling me.
Okay. Check with you later.
Bye-bye.
wildly expensive.
Well, it's a Hollywood original, madam.
That means it's wildly expensive.
I believe the price is $575.
$150 is a lot for a dress you might only wear once.
I'd like to try it on, please. Nice aggressive. You're welcome. You're not very chatty in the mornings, are you? I am when I have something to say. You're really disgusted with me, aren't you? No, Lana, I'm not. I'm really grateful for all those things you said to me last night. Oh, I lay in bed for a long time last night just thinking about all the things you said. Does that mean you're not going to run away to L.A.? Well, it means that I'm not going to lie down and say walk all over me. Well, good for you. I am through being the victim. So what are you going to do? Cathy, for the first time in my life, I'm going to act first and talk later. What do you think?
Stunning dress.
And the young woman looks charming in it.
Oh, Mr. Huddleston, I didn't hear you come in.
Have you had time to get wrap my package in?
Oh, of course, I'll get right away.
Oh, I can wait until you've finished up with the young lady.
Well, it's definitely you right here. Don't you agree?
Oh, I do agree. I just don't think I can afford it.
I see. I'll be back in just a moment, Mr. Huddleston.
It shouldn't, but I'm afraid that it is.
Beautiful woman deserves a beautiful dress.
Unless, of course, the beautiful woman can't afford the beautiful dress.
Beautiful women are usually clever enough to get what they want.
Even when what they want costs $575. Pity. I guess I'm just not that clever.
Yes, that is a pity.
Would have been so perfect
It is perfect.
for a very, very special occasion.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You see, my sister's getting married, and Sis and I are very close, and I was going to be her maid of honor at her wedding, and it's going to be a huge party, and I just wanted to look as elegant as everybody else.
But you can't afford the dress. Is that the sad story?
Yes, I'm afraid that is the sad story.
Well, a situation like that doesn't want to apply for a loan, the buy now and pay later syndrome.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't know any bank that would loan me that kind of money.
Well, perhaps you'd consider a loan from me.
Oh, good heavens. You must be joking.
Not at all.
Oh, I'm afraid I just could never repay you that kind of money.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about $575. You must be out of your mind or very rich.
Perhaps both.
It's very tempting, but I really can't accept it.
Nonsense.
You don't even know me.
That could be amended. I have a theory about life. It's too short and unpredictable. Therefore, one should be very good to oneself. of life can give you.
Here you are, Mr. Huddleston. I'm sorry it took so long.
Oh, thank you. You may put the dress the young lady is modeling on my bill also. Well?
Why, yes, of course, Mr. Huddleston.
I think you're going to do justice to your sister's wedding, don't you? Now, why don't you run along and change and let the good woman put that dress in a box?
I will, of course, and thank you very much.
And then we'll have a bite of lunch, all right?
Oh, I'm afraid I don't have time for lunch today.
Well, of course you do. You'll also find time to spend part of the afternoon with me.
Oh, well, why don't we talk about that at lunch?
I think we understand each other.
I'll be right back. Brian, will you please come downstairs? How long does it take you to brush your teeth? Sweetheart, you're making me late for work. I would like to see you before I leave. I'm coming. Going to get something to eat. Well, if you'll just wait a second, I would like to ask you about your queasy stomach. You're really hurting, aren't you, baby? Brian! Oh, wait a minute. Where are you going? Where are you going? Go on me. What is the matter with you? I hate you!
That's all the information you have now, Ed? Yeah, well, thanks. If anything more comes in over the police teletype, would you let me know? Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Hi.
Hi!
You got a deadline for me?
No, this is just filling for the second section tomorrow. What can I do for you?
I'm going to do for you. You need a coffee break.
Oh. Okay. I got a couple of quarters here in the machine down the hall.
Here we are, sir. What's your pleasure?
Where the hell did you get that?
From the steward of the executive dining room. I told him it was for Mr. Kendall and Mrs. Lord. It's a peace offering, mister. Or a consolation prize. I don't know. Take your pick.
Oh, for what?
Well, because they chose my proposal. It's going to be Paul Kendall's assistant on the next magazine.
Talbot.
Talbot, I'm not sure I know quite what we're doing here.
This dress that you were trying on in Lillian. You wanted it very much, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
And you got what you wanted, didn't you? Well, sure, you understand, Carol, because I came along at the precise moment. Everything in this life is based upon a quid pro quo basis. I did something for you. Now, you're going to do something for me.
Have I done anything
the way you operate. He's gonna let you have it.
Well, if that ever happens, darling, I hope that guy is you. Let me pour you some coffee. You're not too disappointed, are you, Richard?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm happy I'm staying here. And a reporter, after all.
But you would have liked for them to have offered you a position on a new magazine, huh? For ego's sake?
Thanks, maybe.
Oh, Richard, please don't think too badly of me.
Why is it everything you say sounds rehearsed?
What?
Well, you make such a big project, a big production out of everything. I mean, like this cart, bringing that all the way down here. You didn't have to do that. I mean, everything you say sounds like a speech. You know, don't you ever think of anything that, right off the top of your head and it pops right out of your mouth?
What am I ever going to do about you?
But see, there you did it again.
But I mean that. How am I ever going to change my image with you?
Stop trying.
But I want to.
I mean, stop trying. Knock it off with all the big production numbers. Just come straight at me.
Somehow you've gotten the notion that I'm not being honest with you. All right. I do things to please you like this because I care about you. Do you think I'd be this obvious with any other man?
I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry. I've been trying to tell you, in my own clumsy way, that you are the only man who's ever mattered to me since our days together at Princeton. When you're through with this tray, give me a call. I'll have somebody pick it up.